Alright, it's December the 19th, 2012. To those of you that are trying to make comments on my Sandyhook shooting, remember, I work with quantum physics, and if you do check in on all of my videos, not all of them, not every last one of them, but if you sporadically jump from date to date, you'll see that I did in fact predict the shootings, all of them. The sad part is that the government, many years ago, the federal government, one of us, me and my twin, one of us made out a will, and the will was unbelievably shocking. And my twin had walked into the Soviet embassy, showing them the round oil spherical tanker, rather than, because the United States wouldn't pay attention to that. Both of us have invented a lot of things that would have helped humanity in the greatest ways. One of them would have stopped all the oil spills in the ocean. The other one was the special house that would have put a huge dent in the droughts that we're having over the last 30 years. Instead, they elected to ignore and every once in a while do a form of what I call psychological guerrilla warfare, which is hit me and then leave me alone for a while, and then hit me, hit us, hit him, hit me. It just went on, and it's still going on to this day. In some of my videos I say, make your comments to the idiot White House, okay? And the idiot people that represent you. One guy said, "You're wrong." I won't even mention his name. No, I will. Calls himself Fox Fierce. And he says, "You're wrong. We have no choice. We have to pay taxes." What? Is James Holmes or Adam holding a gun to your head to make you pay taxes? I'm telling you, the federal government and the state and local governments, every politician in power needs to be wiped out completely. Just like what Spain did when the trains were bombed. Conveniently, it was real close to the voting time, and they got rid of everybody. And that's what the United States needs to do. Some people would say, "Caesar, you're talking crazy. There's no way we could do that." Yes, there is. I mean, I've been a presidential candidate for, I think, through 4 administrations. My older twin, he has run long before I did. And like I said, you people don't know what you're talking about. You look at one video and you make your stupid comments. Make your comments to the White House. You'll see that I have a lot of speech bubbles over here and title things that sometimes I put in the video to tell you that you need to investigate. If you're going to make a comment, investigate more. Investigate what the person's about. You have no idea what kind of person you're talking to. You will never see this on ABC, CBS, NBC, because they are in control. Through interoffice memos, through standard set up corporate procedures, the rules and regulations they have set up are promised in these Bilderberg meetings, Trilateral Commission meetings, Rockefeller, go see Jesse Ventura, some of his conspiracy theory shows. Many of those things are 100% true. And maybe they do want to kill off a lot of the population in the United States and all over the world, because it doesn't matter what the conspiracy is. People come up with all these things that literally come out of the woodwork. Oh, AIDS was created, and killer bees were created to kill people off, and the mosquito viruses are killing people off, and the bird flus, and the pandemics. Come on, man, grow up. Anybody that tells me you have no choice, you have to pay taxes, you have a powerful tool, YouTube. If people had really supported me running for president, I challenged Obama and Romney and all the other candidates on YouTube over 2 years. 16 different challenges with deadline dates. Not one of them ever answered me or at least said, "Oh, you're crazy, I'd never debate you." At least something. But they didn't. And you know why? Because their scientific advisors have studied, trust me, they have studied every one of my more than 400 videos, including the one when I ran for mayor of Los Angeles and I made a video. And they're running scared. That's why they have built, over the last 30 years, 600 and 50 or so detention centers all over the United States to put people like me away in case the people ever got together and said, you know, Caesar's right. We're going to stop tomorrow until the inauguration to bring the country to its knees. We're going to take our money out of the banks. We're going to stop buying gasoline. We're not going to drive our cars. We're going to stop paying rent. We're going to stop cooperating. Gandhi did it. So why this idiot Fox Fierce, ooh, I'm scared, say, oh, we have no choice, we have to pay taxes, and war is different. You see, you're separating priorities just to give yourself a blameless personality. You're not blameless. If you voted, and I hate to tell you this to parents who lost your children, because I do know what it's like to lose a child. Trust me, I do know. But it's worse. My loss is worse than what yours is. Because they're dead. Understand? The future holds nothing but pain and agony for all of us. And the only way we're going to get anything back is to peacefully, non-cooperation, just like Gandhi said. During the Aurora shooting, I used the Gandhi principles. I used Gandhi as an example of the movie and how I can't even say the word, how absurd, okay, it is for anyone to oppose me in any way, shape, or form, no matter what I say. You know why? Because I truly am a Gandhiist, and the government knows this. And the reason they don't kill me is because I'm not only a Gandhiist, and they're afraid of that. They're afraid that if the people ever do what I say, that they're going to all be out of a job overnight, and that the people are going to raise somebody, if not me, somebody. Ouch. Oh man, I'm sorry, I got a back problem. I twisted my back out today, and it almost put me in a wheelchair. Anyway, they're afraid that if somebody like me ever gets a hold of any kind of power and authority, screw the word power, real authority, which is the voice of the real people that truly are fed up. Remember the movie Network? I'm as mad as hell. I bet those parents wish they could do that. I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take any more of this. And that's just a movie. And if you listen to every one of my videos, my God, you'd say, this guy is so super intelligent, he's not on an ego trip, he just knows what we need. And he knows how to put the wheels in motion to make it happen. The President, Congress, these people are all charlatans. When they quit their job or they get voted out, they get free rent for the rest of their life. They get free money. I don't want to give them free money the rest of their life. They're going to work. Heck with them. Everybody else works like a slave while they get to live for free? No. See, what they're afraid, oh God, that hurts. What they're afraid of is that if somebody like me were to all of a sudden, overnight, get power, and believe me, it would come to me immediately. As soon as the people stop paying taxes, stop driving the cars, the oil companies, there'd also be rifles pointed at me, unfortunately. Then the government would say, I'm as mad as hell, I'm not going to take more of this. They're listening to Caesar. Oh my God, we're destroyed, we're screwed. That's right, you are. Because I predicted those children's deaths cryptically, and I predicted the Aurora shooting cryptically, and none of you would listen to me. So now, eat crap, everybody, because worse is coming. Now, there's a way to stop it. There really is. Even if it was a meteor coming towards us, there's a way to stop it. But you people don't know as much as I know about quantum physics and what really runs the universe. And the Bilderberg Group is peanuts, or the Council of Seven, quote unquote, the 7 guys that make the last decisions. That's such a joke. They all need to, if such a thing really exists, like I said, the terrorist, if the alleged terrorist actually did fly into the World Trade Center, they needed to send the planes towards the next Bilderberg meeting and get rid of all those 122 rich SOBs and BITCHs that don't deserve to be making decisions for the planet. You know, the Voyager spacecraft, and I love looking at this picture, turned around, the scientists at JPL turned the Voyager around and took a picture of Earth at 3 billion miles, which is where Pluto's orbit is. And I have to tell you that the Earth is the size of the dot on the period of the sentence telling you what the picture is. And on that tiny little dot, all these wars, deaths, destructions, the human race has a bad rap sheet. 7,750 years in 10,000 years. 7,750 years, I've repeated this over and over again in a lot of my videos, of war, and only less than 300 years of peace worldwide in bits and pieces. What would any true pacifist, any true Gandhiist, look at that statement, look at that figure and go, wow, we don't have any hope, do we? No, we don't until we get up and do something about it together. And that's what I'm asking the people. Don't send cards to these parents. They're hurting enough. I'm hurting every day the last 30 years that they destroyed my life. City of Los Angeles, everything they did to me, everything they're still doing to me is an after effect of what they did. Oh, so besides the pain in my back, I wake up depressed every day that I could not fight back, that I didn't have $300 an hour to pay some blood-sucking attorney to go after the people that were going beyond the course and scope of their employment, and violating my civil rights repeatedly, taking my possessions, my property, over and over again. This didn't happen just once. Nobody has as much bad luck as I do. And the reason I have it is your fault. You pay the taxes, you keep supporting the system, you support the war in Iraq, the deaths in Iraq, the deaths in Pakistan, the children, Pakistan, that's wrong, in Afghanistan and Iraq that died, either by friendly fire or whatever, are the same kind of children that died in Sandy Hook. There's no difference. A child is a child. They're growing. They may grow up to be really fantastic beings who will help the planet get better. Instead, you continue voting the wrong people into office. I ran for president. They didn't answer my debate. So what am I supposed to do? Blow up a building? That's dumb. That's not going to solve anything. The only thing that solved the 99%ers is block the banks. Oh, let's block the banks. Don't block the banks. Take your money out of the banks. Don't tell the banks ahead of time you're going to do this. Just do it. My God, by the time we're done, just as a regular, ordinary, low-life people, and I'm including the middle class in this, they would be on their knees, on YouTube, on television, on radio. Please, put your money back in the banks. Go back to work. Please, that non-cooperation works every time. It worked for India. I can't understand why it wouldn't work. And they have more people bunched up in India, millions and millions and millions of people, than probably the United States. So how come it worked there and it didn't work here? Like I said, you want to stop this. You want to get ahead of the game they've been playing on you. It's the only way you're going to do it. Life, liberty, and not the pursuit of happiness, but the achievement, the permanent achievement of happiness for pretty much everybody. And the exceptions would be the people that aren't using common sense, the people that are being unreasonable in their thinking habits, in their priorities, in their philosophies. It doesn't take long. It could happen overnight. Do you really want to make a memorial to those children and to the people in Colorado shooting and Charles Whitman shooting all the people in Texas in the 60s and the people that put crap in kids' Halloween candy food? We have to watch that. Heck, every label that you see that's glued on a bottle today is because they were poisoning people in the 1970s in Tylenol. And that was domestic terrorism, if you want to call it terrorism. I just call it domestic morons, okay? So you really want to do something and memorialize those kids and the kids in the wars and all the rap sheet of the human race, join me. Non-cooperation. Stop doing it. Stop giving the money. I'm telling you, they'll be on their knees to you. Either that or what, they're going to call the military back from Afghanistan, and all the military is going to come out and put all these people in the detention centers. You know, I mean, you people don't get it. A lot of us are in pain. We don't have to be like this. We don't have to have our lives interfered with. You deserve to be able to have your children go to school and know that they're going to be safe without metal detectors and this and that, and God knows, and hiring more people just so you can guarantee some kind of safety. When the kids are in school, is there any kind of safety against an earthquake? When kids are in school, is there any kind of safety against a hurricane or a tornado that comes out of nowhere? You need to see my videos, all of them, especially the parents who've lost your children. Like I said, remember this. If I had children and I lost them, my losses would be worse than yours. I've already said that. You don't understand it now, but you will. If you can even force the media would be on their knees too. Listen to the media, man. They'd be begging for everybody to go back to normal. And they'd also, you could make them promise to, from now on, give people an equal shot running for president instead of mentioning them in some stupid newspaper on page 26 of the classified ads. I mean, you know, it's what I said in my other two videos. All your priorities in the wrong place. Don't make a comment. Unless you're going to send me money or make a comment of 100% support and boycott the United States of America, starting now, there's no hope for any of you. It will continue. If not with guns, rocks, knives, and bombings. It'll all continue because there's so many people that have an axe to grind with somebody somewhere. Can something like this really exist? I know you're asking yourself that. How can this one guy promise this stuff? Why don't you try it? Actually, I really don't want to do it anymore. This country has done so much damage. This state and this country has done so much damage to me that I really want to leave. I don't care about all of you because you don't care about me. You didn't care about your kids. You didn't care about me when I challenged these idiots, Obama and Romney, to debate me on stage to talk about the Aurora shooting. If they had even agreed to it. Remember, this was before the Aurora shooting, a shooting that I predicted cryptically. What do you want to make a bet that this kid would not have gone to Sandy Hook and done that? And he might not have even shot his mom. The possibility exists, but it's too late. It's already happened. I can't turn the clock of time back. I wish I could. I told you people already, especially the parents, I'm so fed up with life that if, in fact, it was possible for me to give up my life in return for resurrecting your children, I'd do it in a second. Just like that. Because I don't care about living anymore. I wish I was there in their place instead of them being buried or cremated. As a matter of fact, if that happened to me, I want my children to be placed in a rocket ship and sent towards the course of the sun and cremate them all. And that way, I may not have them now, but when I look at the sun every morning, I know they're there. They're providing life to continue for me, and I can go on and have another baby or adopt another one. Remember the movie Gandhi? The guy says, this guy killed my kid. This Indian. And Gandhi laid there dying of his fast that he was on. He says, then go out and find a kid this tall and bring him up Hindu. And he was telling that to a Muslim. Now, the twist in that is that he was telling him something that's beyond his comprehension. It's your turn, people. It's your turn to answer me and do it the right way. Do it before it's too late. It's already maybe too late.